Hello, everybody out there. How's everyone doing? Hey, I want to say first and foremost that I missed you guys. I'm so sorry that we have been dealing with some sicknesses and whatnot. Doug Moore says, "Hey, what's going on, brother? How you doing?" Yeah, we've been dealing with some sicknesses and all kinds of just lot. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. But I'm happy to say that JJ Hector Mariscal, he says, "Yo, what's going on, Hector? How you doing, brother man? Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. We love your face." But JJ is he's turning a corner. He's starting to feel a little bit better. Kimberly and I are still kind of, I want to say we're like 2 days behind him. You know how good he's feeling. Like if he's starting to get to a point to where he's feeling better, then we're like we'll be. I feel like we'll be at that point in like 2 days. So he's definitely feeling better. He's playing and he's laughing and he's doing all the stuff that he was doing before he came down with RSV. So I feel like we're just a couple days away. I bet by the end of the weekend we'll feel a whole lot better. And speaking of this weekend, I want everybody to share this video as much as you can, even when you get off of here and we're done with here. Share this, because we have an event that we're going to this weekend on Saturday, and we will not be back in time for the stream. So for one night only, we are going to have a Friday stream. That's right. We are going to have a Friday stream where we start our stream right as Steve is ending his. So you guys are going to get a double dose for all you Edweirdos and lidocaines. You're going to get a back-to-back double dose of craziness on Friday. I just don't want to miss the opportunity to get you guys, a piece of art and to hang out with you guys. And yeah, so we're I love doing these shows, and I want to do it. So that's the game plan. So please share this out. Let everybody know. I'll make a post probably tomorrow, just letting everybody know. But if you guys could help me out and spread the good word, that would be fantastic. I also want to tell you guys about, since it's been sort of scattered and I haven't been able to give you guys updates on stuff, I want to give you guys updates. Currently, we are set to go to New Orleans. So the hotel is booked. We are going to drive, and the table was gifted to us from the show. So there's 4 basic categories to planning each show. It's how you're going to get there, where you're going to sleep, what are you going to eat, and what are you going to how are you going to work. So how are you going to work? That's your Artist Alley table fees, stuff like that. That's check. What are you going to eat? We'll just eat all the delicious food that we can get in the French Quarter. And then how are we going to get there? We usually fly, but driving has actually been a lot of fun. So we're going to drive again. And then where are you going to sleep? Hotel. So basically all of New Orleans is ready to go in terms of planning. Now I just have to finish getting in contact with all of the business side of things. So for those of you guys who don't know, if I make a sale anywhere in any state, I need to know. I need to let the equivalent of the state Department of Revenue know, and usually that means I have to register, and it also means I usually have to apply for some sort of temporary or transient sales tax or sales license, so that I can charge sales tax, because they're going to ask me to pay it at the end. You betcha. And so I'm currently midway. I think I'm more than midway done with that. But I got a little bit of advice from my buddy Steve, who, if you guys didn't know, Steve was guested to the same show in New Orleans. Yeah, both Steve and I are guested to the show, and I talked to the show organizer that's been in contact with me, and I asked them if we could sit next to one another, and they said yes. So all of those Edweirdos, if you guys can, if you're down in and around the Louisiana area, if you guys want to see me and Steve, now granted Dan won't be there, but it's going to be me and Steve, and we're going to be sitting next to one another in the artist guest row. I don't know exactly how Fan Expo. This is going to be when it comes to actual Fan Expo shows. I think this is going to be my very first one. I know MegaCon is a Fan Expo show, but it doesn't call itself Fan Expo. An actual Fan Expo show. I think this is my first Fan Expo. So there's going to be a lot of new, but I'm so pumped about it. I'm so freaking excited about it. I'm going to be going to New Orleans. I've never been. I cannot tell you. My family has a lot of French in our background. The food, the architecture, architecture, all of it. I just, on top of all of that, it's a new show. It's a new show, and there's so many Edweirdos in and around that area. So you guys, it is confirmed. We are going to be at New Orleans, Fan Expo New Orleans, January. Hold on. January. Where are you? 6th, 7th, and 8th. We will be there. So if any of y'all are going to be in and around the area, man, you guys don't even know how exciting it would be to meet you guys. I cannot find the words to express just how much I enjoy meeting you guys. This is great. But from my point of view, this is a very, this is kind of a one-way thing. I can't reach out and shake hands and hug you guys and thank you guys for all you do unless we meet at a con. So I love it. I absolutely love it. So, man. Mitchell jumps in. He says, just admit you couldn't go that long without me. Oh, I don't need to hide it. It's the truth. Then he says, if you're driving, you can swing by and pick me and Roger and Rob on your way. I'm pretty sure you guys are in Texas. I won't be going well, I might be going to Texas later. Hold on now. Hector Mariscal says, bro, I got some news. Haven't told anyone yet, and I gotta tell someone. So I just bought my dream car, a 73 Mach 1. Dang. You got to post some pics somewhere, brother. I need to see that. Oh, that is amazing, bro. Oh, my Lanta. Wait a second. Why am I not in? Okay, hold on one second, y'all. It's going to get loud. If we could sit. Boom. Okay. And then Facebook user says, New Orleans is a great city to have fun. I'm gonna look over here. Casey, hello, Casey. I'm so glad you're here. So glad you're here. You know what? I've heard nothing but good news about New Orleans. I've heard nothing but good things. Steve's been a couple times, I think. And I mean, it's New Orleans, right? Like, I have to see this city once in my life. I'm so excited about it. So excited about it. Casey says, hello, Jeff. Hello, Casey. How are you? Oh, man, I'm so glad to meet you guys at Columbus. You don't even know. Speaking of Columbus and speaking of Texas, let's talk real quick about my upcoming Con 2023 schedule, because there have been some updates. Eli Salazar jumps in here, even though it says Facebook user. I'm looking at Facebook. I can see your face and your name. Love your face. What's up, brother? How you doing? Casey Shoemaker says, grew up in Houston, went to New Orleans regularly, love the Po' Boys. Oh, well, then I'm going to need some information about some good places to go get some delicious food. I've already gotten pointed to some great places for some beignets. I need all the insider information. I need it all. Hector Mariscal says, New Orleans seems like a city you must visit before you die. It's on my bucket list. Right? Exactly. It's so good. So that one's going to be me and my mom. She's super looking forward to it. I am super looking forward to it as well. So after that, here is the con schedule as of right now. Some of these are tentative, some of these are not. Some of these I'm working with, trying to get guested to. Some of them I'm just gonna go to. So here's some updates. Okay, so Fan Expo New Orleans, we're there, we're going. March 17th through the 19th is Planet Comic Con. That's my hometown city. I am I've been going to Planet Comic Con, oh, so many years now. I genuinely can't remember. It wasn't even at the same venue when I started going to it. It was in a smaller venue in a whole other city. I've been going to it forever and a day, forever and a day. I love Kansas City Comic Con, and one of the best little bits of news that I just recently found out was Matt Hawkins, editor for Top Cow and the Siphon book, he's going to be a guest there. So I am so excited. Of course, I've met Matt in person before, but my mom hasn't. Kimberly hasn't, and Kimberly helps me run the Planet Comic Con show. So Kimberly will be there, but my mom and some of my family generally come up to the show, and they love comic stuff. So they're going to come up there and they're going to shop. And sometimes the in-laws do too. See, the way it works is that, like last year, we brought JJ up for like the preview day, like the setup day, and he got to walk around the floor. Well, he didn't walk, but we strolled him around. But so he got to see it. He fell asleep within 10 minutes of being on the floor. But we bring him to the area because that's where I went to school at. That's where I grew up at. Is about 40 minutes outside of Kansas City. So the in-laws still live there. So we go and we kind of make their home the I would call it a HQ for the weekend. And then Kimberly and we drive in for the show every day. It's nothing, right? But sometimes her mom and dad come and hang out, or her brother and her sister-in-law and their nieces or their daughters come in. So it's going to be an opportunity, I hope, for a lot of my family to come and hang out and meet you guys, meet Matt Hawkins, meet Chris Claremont, Cullen Bunn. I mean, the list of people going to be at Planet Comic Con is amazing. So we're there. We're definitely going to be there. We're there ever since I told Dan he needs to come up from Florida to the show. It's been an absolute banger of a show for him, and it's been my best show every year. So we're going to be there. We have, I think, the largest booth on the con floor. If not, it's one of the largest booths. It's the One Stop Comic Shop / exclusive CGC facilitator for the show. It's enormous. It is enormous. You will not be able to miss our booth. Our booth was so big, it was bigger than Doug Mankey's, Jessica Negri's. Like Dan and all of us, this is a big show. So Planet Comic Con, March 17th through the 19th. The very next weekend is WonderCon. That's March 24th through the 26th. And hitherto, I haven't started the process of getting a hotel and all that, flight and all that stuff, because I was waiting on confirmation. But about 30 minutes ago, you guys, I got the official email from Comic-Con International. I got a table. I'm going back to WonderCon. Everybody out there in California, I'm coming. It's going to be me. It's going to be my mom. It's going to be fantastic. I am so jazzed. WonderCon is the first show I went to as an artist, but the year before that, I went to it as a fan. It was my very first con ever, and then it was my first con as an artist. I have a deep love for WonderCon. I went to WonderCon back again when it was in another building, in another city. Same thing like Planet. It was in the Moscone South Center in San Francisco. Now it's in Anaheim. So I will go wherever WonderCon goes. I freaking love WonderCon. So I just got confirmation that I got a table. Now we start the process of getting a good hotel rate, a good flight, and we're square and we're good. And I'm coming. Then the next one is MegaCon Orlando, and that is the next week. 3 shows in back-to-back weeks. It's going to be really intense in March. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be intense. And that is going to be MegaCon, 4 days, March 30th through the April 2nd. I go to every MegaCon I possibly can. The only time I was scheduled to go to a MegaCon and I had to stop was A, when the lockdowns happened, and B, because Siphon was wrapping up right then. And I hated having to miss MegaCon for my own, if the lockdown, that's not my choice, but if I had to choose, I hated it. It's something that still I think about it too much and I get really bummed out about it. I hate canceling shows. I've only in my entire career had to cancel 2 shows, and one of them was MegaCon. I'm trying so hard not to ever cancel another show. So if you're in the Kansas City area, if you're in the Anaheim area, or if you're in the Orlando area at all throughout those 3 respective weeks of March, I'll be there. Swing by. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm super pumped. After that, we have uh, a few options in the month of June. That's the next con schedule right now that I've got sort of playing. I still haven't heard back from Nashville Comic Con. I know it's a long ways out, but it's starting to look kind of like it's not going to happen. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but I mean, I reached out to Fan Expo, and within a month I knew, and I've been talking with Nashville for months now. I know it's a smaller con, and I'm not upset. Like if they can't swing it, they can't swing it. I'm going to be out and about that area anyways, but it just would have been nice because I really, 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 really want to go to Nashville Comic Con. I really do. So if that doesn't happen, plus I'm in talks with being guested to a table. We're trying to work this out, and one of the possibilities could be, don't know, because we literally just started talking about it today. June 9th through the 11th. That's Fan Expo Dallas. Oh, I'm sorry. No. Fan Expo Dallas is the wrong one. It's where'd it go? Is it Fan Expo or is it Dallas Fan Fest? I think that's the one. Dallas Fan Fest. Either way, one of my collaborators, we're talking about bringing me in for some shows to their tables. I've seen them at C2E2. I've seen them at MegaCon. I've seen them all over the place. They go to Dallas. They go all over the place. So if it's the right show and it is the one in June, if Nashville doesn't work out, then well, even if it does, if they just say, you're welcome to buy a table, and they're not gonna, help pay for some of this stuff, which I understand. But if they're not, then I'll have to prioritize going to one of these shows with the publishers that I'm working with. I've got, I want to meet the folks who put these things, these books and these things together, and then I want to meet the fans that come to see them. I want to meet them. So you gotta, it's still up in the air, but those are a couple options in June. Now I told you guys that because I don't know about Nashville happening, but I'd be out in that general area. July 27th through the 30th is GalaxyCon Raleigh. That's North Carolina. I know it's not Nashville, Tennessee. I know that. But it's kind of close. It's tough because there's certain areas of the map where finding cons is actually pretty tough. And then there's certain parts of the map where it's like a con every 2 weeks. So I'm trying to get out to the places I know where Edweirdos live. I'm trying to get out, or at least get close, and hopefully you guys can meet me somewhere. And so GalaxyCon Raleigh. I've been to Raleigh before. I loved Raleigh. I love GalaxyCon shows. Mr. Broder knows how to take care of us. He always knows how to get the best lineup of artists, celebrities, all that jazz. And I'm super excited about going to that. It's been a few years since I've been to Raleigh, and I'm so looking forward to going back. So looking forward. So that right now we're looking at July 27th through the 30th, GalaxyCon Raleigh. August, we're going to Fountain City Comic Con. That's in Gardner City, Kansas. We went last year. It was absolutely awesome. It's a smaller show. It's a fun show. This is a 2-day show now, and I'm super, super excited about it. They're taking care of us. They're bringing us out there. We get a table. They're awesome. I freaking love Judd and Barry and just everybody involved with Fountain City. If you guys are in the Kansas City area, or sorry, not Kansas City, the New Century, Gardner, Overland Park area of Kansas, or you just want to drive in from a little bit of ways, we'll be there. It's like I said, it's a smaller show, but it's so nice. It's so you can talk. It's where we met Crispy. You can talk and you can have a good time, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. September, GalaxyCon, Austin, Texas, September 1st through the 3rd. I told you guys I love GalaxyCon shows. I want to get out to new shows. So we're going to GalaxyCon Austin. As of right now, there's no reason to think we won't be able to go there. I know it's going to be September. The weather's going to be a little bit chilly, but we should be fine. So GalaxyCon, Austin, Texas, new show, new city, new people, all of that. I'm so freaking jazzed about it. And then last but not least, the 1st through the 3rd of December is going to be GalaxyCon Columbus, Ohio. I told you guys I wanted to take you guys along the journey of being a comic book artist. And this show was, I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to break down some of the stuff that went on with Columbus. If you're into sports or, specifically football or baseball, you'll hear a term called a builder year. And that means that for several reasons, a team is kind of like, okay, we're kind of restarting. We're rebuilding our roster, right? Every time I go to a new show, it's a builder year. It's a builder year for that show because nobody there knows who I am. I mean, if I go to Columbus, Ohio, and it's the first time I've ever been to Columbus, Ohio, they don't know. They don't know me. I have to go there and build up that group of Edweirdos. Meet people, and try to engage. Right, you're building up that little spot of folks that you want to hang out with, and hopefully we'll keep coming back every year. With a builder year, especially, oh man, when I first started doing WonderCon, like the first 4 or 5 years, I lost money. I paid to go to the show. I didn't even break even. Like it was something where it was like the goal is just to, make enough that after I pay my taxes, after I pay the California state taxes, and I pay my Missouri taxes, and I put back my income tax, and I do all that stuff, and I take care of all the taxes. What's left? My net. What's left? For a long time, the goal was just to make it to where I made enough that I could go back. I could afford to go back the next year. If I did that, then I'm no longer a builder. I'm no longer in the builder phase of that show. Enough people keep coming back every year to get my stuff. I can afford to keep going back. We built it up. We're going to continue to build it up, but we're not in that builder phase. We're more in the like, okay, this is now a solid show that's going to be in the Rolodex every year. So I went into Columbus thinking I'm probably going to lose money this year. I don't care. I have a good feeling about this show. I get there, I see a few Edweirdos, and you guys lit up my entire weekend. And I've talked about that. But what I haven't talked about was the money side of it. Was this show, did I lose money? And I'm happy to report to you guys that, in fact, in the first show going to Columbus, I actually broke even. Now, for some people, they would say, well, that doesn't sound very good. And those people, I would say, no. You don't understand. I realistically went into it thinking I was going to lose money because nobody knows me there. Didn't happen. I actually broke even after I paid my Ohio state state sales tax. I remitted my my sales tax to Ohio today after I put back the federal and state taxes for Missouri. And then what was left, I actually broke even. So I cannot tell you guys how unexpectedly great Columbus was. This is insane. This is the only show. This is the only show I've ever been to where the first time I go there, I break even and I can go back. I usually have to pay to go to a show to keep building it up. So everybody who came out to Columbus, thank you so much. We all know times are tough right now. I got buddies of mine who are artists, and they're getting raked over the coals, and they're having a hard time justifying continuing to do this job. And you guys are making it to where I'm not one of those people. And I cannot tell you how much that means in the deepest parts of my heart that you guys come out and you spend your hard-earned money to make sure that I can come back next year. That's the message I get from a show like that. That's what I get when you guys come out and you tell your friends and you bring your friends and you guys buy stuff. Then I say to myself, these people want me coming back next year. So I'm going to do it. So boom, beginning of December, we're coming back to Columbus. I love you guys. You guys, oh, it was such a good show. And the last thing that I needed to do to check to make sure that it was a good show was to check the finances. And I was just sitting here looking like, there's no way I broke even. Like, buddy, there's no way. It was. It was that's what happened. So I cannot tell you how amazing Columbus was. Thank you so much. I am so excited. We're coming back, you guys. I am so behind on so many. Oh my Lanta. Hold on, let me catch up. So many comments. Oh my lord. Sorry, you guys. Uh Chris Mitchell jumps in and says, if you're going to a show in Texas, you can actually get you some good barbecue. I'm pretty sure I grew up on some good barbecue, baby. But here's the thing: all jokes aside, when we were out in was it North Carolina? Yeah, it was Heroes Con. When we were out in North Carolina, I'll try that North Carolina style barbecue, the vinegar base, the mustard base, I'll try it. I will try all of it. You know, I don't really think you can consider yourself like an expert on like a cuisine if you say I don't want to try this style. No, no, no. I want to try Texas style barbecue. And you know what? It might be pretty good. It might be pretty good. And if it is, I'll be straight with you. I'll tell you if it's good. I went out there and I had some of that North Carolina barbecue the first time at Heroes Con way back in the day, and that smacked. That food was so good you literally would want to pick up the like the whole table and fight people for their own food. That's how good it was. But I've told this story. I'll tell it again. We were so impressed. We asked the pitmaster to come out because we wanted to tell him, hey, we're from Kansas City. We know barbecue. You got some good barbecue here. So he comes out and he's super gracious and he's super sweet and he's super nice, very young fellow too. And he comes out and he's saying, and when we just tell him, we just heap praise on him like this. We're from Kansas City. We know barbecue. We invented burn ends. We know barbecue. This barbecue is so good, make you want to slap your mama. My mama didn't think that was funny. But and then you know what he says? I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. He was from St. Louis, Missouri, and he brought that style of barbecue to North Carolina, and I'm just like, well, that's why it's so good. So, but hey, I'm willing to try anything, Mitchell. I really am. When it comes to barbecue, I'm willing. I've heard it's really good barbecue, and I'll tell you this: I'm excited to find out for myself, baby. You point me to the best barbecue spots, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try it out. Hector Mariscal says Texas knows barbecue. Lol. Ooh. Ooh. Facebook user says Mama D, we coming. Oh wait. Who said that? Who's that? Go back. Oh, it was my mom. Yes, we're coming. I'm so excited about it. Mitchell jumps in and says, consider Texas the Bo Jackson of barbecue, an absolute monster, a two-sport athlete. We'll see, Mitchell. Gonna need all of April to recover. I'll take it. Yeah, no, yeah. March is gonna be intense. Honestly, March is gonna be really, really intense. Doug Moore is smiling big time. And then Eli Salazar says, WonderCon. I know, bro. I know. I'm so jazzed. I am so jazzed. I never got a chance to reach out to Jean Paul. Maybe I can talk to him about doing a cover or something with him there while we do it. I still want to do something with him. That dude was awesome. You introduced me to somebody that is that freaking cool. And I feel like a total schmuck for not having been able to find a moment to breathe to get a hold of him, but I'll get a hold of him at WonderCon. But more importantly, Eli, I'm going to see you, bro. I'm going to see you, Matthew Seward. We're going back to that amazing barbecue joint. Again, I'll tell you guys straight up, if there's a spot that's got what it takes to get my barbecue jubblies tingling, I will tell you. And there was a spot out in Anaheim. I'm getting emotional thinking about it. It was really good. It was really, really good. So I want to go back. So Matthew Seward, Robert Sterling, James Dunn, everybody, if you're out there in the California space, please come to WonderCon. I want to see you guys. We will go get some food. We will have a great time. I'm yes, so excited about it. Doug Moore then says, have you got the confirmation for MegaCon? It's funny, Doug. Steve and I actually are talking about that, and even he has not heard anything from MegaCon. I haven't heard anything from MegaCon. Here's what I understand. Fan Expo owns MegaCon, right? And as far as us getting told that we are going to be guested to the show, in that email, I don't know about what they said to Steve, but my contact said to me, we take it on a show, each show at a time in chronological order. So once they get everything situated with New Orleans, the first show of the year, then they move on to the next one, to the next one, to the next one. And I think MegaCon is like their fourth show of the year. So yeah, I don't know how far along they are. I'm actually going to reach out to my contact and just say, hey, bud, do you have any kind of updates? Because yeah, Doug, you're one of a handful of Floridians who told me the same weekend of MegaCon is spring break, so you need to get your hotels reserved. We tried to do it today. Holy crap, the massive resort. It was like an all-inclusive resort with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of condos, completely booked the entire week after, the entire week prior to that weekend. 3 weeks of solid bookings. And so my mom, who's handling this, she handled the resort last year. She was like, I had to go somewhere else. So we got a couple options for hotels. She went ahead and snatched them up. So we've got a hotel now. So we've got a place to stay, and we're going to fly. Orlando's too far to drive. So we're going to fly. So those two things are basically locked down now. And then the eating, we'll eat some amazing Orlando food. But then the fourth thing is, where are we going to work? So that comes down to hearing back from MegaCon. So I'm going to reach out to him, Doug. I'm trying, brother. You guys don't know how much I love Florida. You guys don't know how much I love MegaCon. Oh man, I love it. So I'm trying. I really, 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 really am. Facebook user says Fan Fusion Phoenix. And then that's Eli. And then he says in June. I'm gonna try to reach out to Fan Fusion about that. I've actually heard of that show. It's supposed to be a really good show. But my June actually might be really full. If some of the plans to come to be a part of some of the publishers I've worked with, their tables, as an artist at their table, if some of those things, some of those plans work out, it's going to be a heavy June. So I might not be able to get into Phoenix because I might have to go hang out with some of these publishers and spend a weekend with them pushing those books and everything. So, but I have heard of Fan Fusion Phoenix before. I've heard great things about them. Chris Mitchell says Dallas, gross. Well, the Dallas is another one. That is not another one. That is one of them in June. But again, even if you don't like Dallas, I'm going to GalaxyCon out Austin. That's going to be a Dan, me, Broder, hopefully Steve show. So if you don't like Dallas, come see us at Austin. But just don't be like Miguel and tell me you're going to show up and then don't. Just don't. If you come say hi, I won't bite unless you ask me to. Facebook user says, please make sure to come back to Columbus. Casey, you can't keep me away. You can't keep me away. The food, I'm a fatty. I'm a big man. I love my food. The food alone was enough for me to be like, that crazy burrito. I'm gonna have to go back and get me another one of those. But in all seriousness, it was the people. It was you. It was Jamie. It was Riley. It was Jim Randall. It was Mr. Nybert. It was just boom, 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 person after person after person after person after person. All of them showing up, being unbelievable people. Just I've talked about it, and I could rave about it until I'm blue in the face, but I'm coming back. You cannot get rid of me now. Jamie gives me a heart's happy face over on YouTube. Thank you. I'm so glad. I'm so sorry it took me so long to confirm your friend request. It's been crazy around here. I confirmed you. You're 10,000% confirmed. We love you around here, Jamie. We do. Can't wait to come back to Columbus. You don't even know. Mitchell says Austin sucks almost as bad as Dallas, but in a completely different way. But I'd rather go there than Dallas. Well, there you go. There you go. Problem solved, baby. Breaking even is almost like winning when you expect to lose. It really is. It really, really is. Because let's be clear about something. Another aspect of me keeping you guys going along with this ride is, I'll tell you, on average, it takes about $1,400 to $1,500 for me to go to a convention. Now you might say, "Oh well, that's not bad. You'd have to make $1,500 to break even." No, you don't. You have to make, depending on the sales tax of the place that you're at for the state and the county, because a lot of times they charge you separately. It can be anywhere as up to 8-10% total. Then you have to put back my state and federal taxes. So you really have to make about $2,200 and then gross, and then net you end up with about $1,500 depending on the venue, on their rates. Then you broke even. So no, you actually have to make a several hundred of dollars more to break even, right? And so yeah, it really, really, really is like a big win when you get that. And you weren't expecting. I was expecting to lose money. I was expecting to have paid, but it's because of folks like I said, Steve Nybert, Jim Randall, Casey, all of you guys, Jamie, all of you guys. It's because of you guys that I not only emotionally cannot wait, but financially, like it doesn't make sense not to go back, right? Like you guys said with your with your hard-earned money, you said come back next year, and I'm gonna do it, doggone it. I'm not gonna say no. Um, Facebook user says, Casey says, already planning my next cover from you. See you in Ohio next year. Yes. Oh, that is so good. That is so good. I can't wait. If you guys didn't know, I did a Daredevil and it was so fun. It was the Charlie Cox Daredevil from the Netflix show. Probably it's not. So my favorite Daredevil is the yellow outfit. I just love the way it looks. But my second favorite is the Netflix show. I love that. So when she was like, and I'm talking about the vigilante one, the black, because it's a callback to the comic book, but it's a live action version of it. I just love it. I love the way it worked. And I love Charlie Cox. He did a great job. So yeah, dude. I had so much fun. Then Jamie says, "Yay, Columbus. Yeah. Yeah." James Dunn says, "Yo, sure. No, we're coming, Joe. That was Yo and James mashed together to get Joe. We are coming, James. You better get excited. You better match my level of intensity right now, James." My mother says nope. What did she say nope to? She says nope. What did you say nope to, Mama? James says JP is the best. Oh no, Mama slapping. Oh yeah, no. I really want to do something with John Paul. So I really do. I really do. I met him. He seemed like a straight up dude. Seemed like a just honest, hardworking, just busting his hump over there in this massive booth. Like that's something that really goes a long way with me. If I see that you're working your butt off at a show, game respect game is all I can say. James says, "Well, you brought him to your table and you were busy, so he jumped over to Joe Rubenstein." You put it. I'm going to tell you all right now. WonderCon 2023. I am not too busy to talk to John Paul. Bring him over. We will talk. Never too busy. Never too busy. Eli Salazar says, hell yeah, WonderCon, and I'm going to eat with y'all. Ooh, don't threaten me with a good time, Eli. Don't you do it. You think I'm scared? I ain't never scared. We're going to break bread. We're going to get our grub on. Oh, yeah. And then James says, and then you ran away. I'm pretty sure I went to meet JP. I'm fairly certain that's what happened. Eli says we can connect with JP. That's what I'm talking about. I freaking love you guys. Perfect. Because you know what? I love doing these covers. I would love to do some covers with JP. You guys want me to do covers with JP. You guys like JP. I don't see why we wouldn't do it. So we just got to meet and talk about it and get it done. Get her done. James Dunn says Smoke and Fire Eatery. That's right, baby. If you guys don't know what that is, ooh, I'm telling you, that was some bomb ass barbecue. It was fantastic. Circumstances is over. He says, "What up, Edweirdos? What's going on, Marcus? How you doing, my brother from another mother? How are you? Love your face." Oh, and then Circumstances says the drummer from Tool is from Paola, Kansas. Yeah. There's a lot of really, really awesome folks out around the Midwest. We just, we're kind of low key. We're kind of chill. Yeah. There's this guy. If you guys didn't know, this guy named Marcus. Freaking awesome dude. He goes by Circumstances on YouTube. You should check him out. Follow him. And then Facebook user says WonderCon updates. So I ran through some WonderCon updates already. Who was that? Ray! What's going on, brother man? How are you? Here is what you may have missed since you've been here for 6 minutes. So about an hour ago, I got an email saying I have gotten my table at WonderCon. Ray, we're doing it, baby. We're doing it. I'm coming back out there. So you tell Murdoch, you tell Eric, you tell Jill, you tell all the crew, you tell them all. Tell them. We're coming out there, baby. We're coming out there, and we miss you guys, and we want to see you guys. Hopefully, I don't know if Gabe's going to come to the show, but hopefully, at least we can see some new pictures of him. Hopefully, he'll come. We'll see. But yeah, dude, we like an hour ago. I just got the email. I'm so freaking jazzed, bro. We're gonna be there. It's gonna be great. James says, "Oh baby, Bitey McBitey." Oh, I mean, yeah, if you want me to nibble, I won't say no. Mitchell says, if I show up at a con, it'll be an ambush. Me ambushing you. Yeah. Cause you're going to get in a hug. I mean, you might get a little bit more than that too. A little right back there, right behind the ear. Oh, my Lanta. Jamie says, I'm so psyched you guys will be back. You don't even know how excited I am. You don't even know. I cannot tell you how much fun. My mom and I had an 8.5-hour drive, and we could not stop talking about you, Casey, Jim, everybody, the food, everything. Like, we were borderline silly with how much fun we had. So, it really just came down to checking the numbers and seeing if the money made sense, and it absolutely does. So you guys don't even know how grateful we are. James Dunn says, is that why some people are more expensive out here? What you talking about, James? Is that why is that why some people are more expensive out here? What you talking about, James? More expensive with what? What you mean, buddy? Facebook user says, that's Eli. I'm gonna want an Ahsoka and Black Knight mashup for WonderCon. Ooh. I got you, boo. I got you. That sounds freaking fantastic. Then over here on Facebook, we got Jamie says it was breathtaking. Your Daredevil cover. Oh, you are too sweet. Thank you so much, Jamie. I'm just glad you dig it. I really am. And then she says hi to my mama. I'm sure my mama's gonna say hi to you back. James says you were though. I were what? You were what? What you talking about, James? Lol, not when I brought him over. You ran. I have no idea what you're talking about, James. Hold on. How long ago was this? This was 4 minutes ago. So what were we talking about 4 minutes ago? It was that day you and mom had to bail right at close. You were chatting, so he, not wasting time, jumped over to Joe Rubinstein. Then you finished your convo, you bailed, and he was mid convo with Joe. Lol. After months of suggesting he'd get a cover from you, and you guys missed the connect. Well, if it was time to close, we got to get out of there, brother. That's the thing. Like, I'm sure JP doesn't want to be sticking around either, because the folks that run the security for that show, like some of these places, they're like, get out. And so we're like, all right, we're gonna, was it the last day of the show, James? I'm trying to remember. It's been about a year now. Okay, then Casey says, we'll make sure to get you Thurman's Burger next time. Hold on now. We went there. We got ourselves. I had the Terminator. I don't know if I ate for a good solid 3 days after that. Not like a big meal. Like, I nibbled the rest of the time because I ate it all. It was so good. It may be one of the best burgers I've ever had, honestly. I'm still kind of thinking about, is there anything that I've had that beats it? It may be tied for the top. It may be tied because there's some other ones that are some banging burgers, but that Thurman's may have been tied with the best. It was really good. It was really good. Hold on. Okay. Whoa, that jumped. Art in Cali versus Art at Midwest Cons. Oh, you're saying that the art in Cali is more expensive than art in Midwest Cons? Interesting. Well, I would imagine that might have to do. Now, I'd have to put myself in the mind space of those artists, which everybody's got their own motivations. But I would imagine that if they are going to a show and they had to pay for, they didn't get a table, and some shows it's like $150, and then some shows, well, we'll put it this way: for me to be able to get a table at WonderCon and a badge for my mom, it's about 3 times that price. So I would imagine that might have something to do with why some artists will have to charge more at a con like WonderCon, because it costs more to get in. It costs more for the hotels. It costs more for the food. As much as, and I want to give everybody out there who's an artist, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt that they're trying to keep it as reasonable prices as possible, because most of the people I know, that's what they do. They're not out here trying to gouge you guys. But I mean, it's a big difference in the price to go to to different shows. It's a big difference, and I don't have any issues with WonderCon. I know they'd rather not charge us that price. MegaCon would rather not charge us that price. I know they wouldn't, but they got this big, huge event that's going on in Anaheim in particular, in one of the most expensive cities and states in the country. They got to charge us, and then we got to charge you guys. So, but I try not to. I try to keep my prices the same. I don't know if I do change them at all. I'm pretty sure I don't. Mostly because I don't remember the prices. I just asked my wife or my mom, and I'm pretty sure that they just keep them the same. Yeah, I think we do. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, then James says, we've been in the con after close for hours. I don't know what con you've been at after close for hours, plural, without the security coming through and just straight up booting you guys, because they boot us. So whatever con you're at, we need to hang out afterwards. Eli says he didn't run. I took Jeff, I think he means, to JP's booth. Yeah, Eli took me to JP's booth. That's where I met him. Yeah. No, you had that Image dinner. Oh, well, there you go. I had to go have dinner with the Siphon folks and everybody at Image. Yeah, I probably had to get out of there quick. Heck yeah, buddy. You got to go chat future projects and stuff. Casey says, told you Thurman's is excellent. Oh, you undersold it. You raved about it, but you actually undersold it. It was fan bloody tastic. It was really, really good. James says he did when I brought JP to Jeff's booth. A bunch. Lol. We don't listen. A bunch. Lol. Oh, well, then there you go. If you go to a bunch of shows and you just don't listen to the security guards, well, that's a different story, James. I do. They're like, okay, everybody's got to go. James is just like, meh, meh, meh. And I'm like, all right, let's go. Oh, my Lanta. Speaking of cons, okay, all right. So, one of the other things that I have to do to get ready for cons, you know, the planning of the flights and everything, I have to have new prints, new banner, so on and so forth. We just dropped that we're doing the Last Ronin cover. That unfortunately will not be out prior to New Orleans, but I am going to have to make a banner for it, and I will have it ready to go. Hopefully before New Orleans. I got to get it all situated, get it to the print house, and get it back. If not, I will have it by the shows in March. Here's what I'm planning on having: a banner with the Last Ronin cover, and a banner with other stuff. We'll put it that way: fun stuff, other stuff. Then James says, I need to grab that cover. Nice. Mitchell says, James is that guy that tries to order a drink 20 minutes after the last call. Maybe. It's definitely starting to sound that way, Mitchell. And here's the thing. I worked in enough jobs where I was the guy at closing shift, and I don't want to be the one keeping folks late, you know. It's not the end of the world, but I don't know. I just don't want to do it, you know. So I get out of there. But here is the plan. I have prints that I'm gonna make, and again, that means that all of December and basically all the way up into January, I'm gonna be working on prints every spare second I can possibly get. So here are some that I'm planning to do. I'm gonna do I'm gonna try to do a Last Ronin print, because I can't tell you how much it means that I was able to get a cover with a Turtles cover. So I want to do a print. Forever and a Day. I've been told that you guys want a Baroness from G.I. Joe print. So I'm going to try to get a Baroness print done. Forever and a Day. I've been told I need to do a new Harley Quinn print. So I'm going to try to do a new Harley Quinn print. I'm going to try to put together an Ahsoka print. I usually try to do 4 prints a year, but this year I'm going to try to do more than just those 4. I'm currently in talks with the folks at Merck to see if I can take some of my artwork I've done for the covers and make high quality prints out of them. So far, I've been told I can, so long as I put the Merck logo on the prints. I'm waiting for them to give me a high-res version of their logo. Once that happens, then I should be able to have those 4 prints and a print for all of the Death Rage, the Born of Blood, the Miss Meow, and I've done a new a new cover, and I don't know if that's going to be released yet. If it is before we get out there, then I'll have a print ready for that cover as well. So there's been 5 Death Rage covers released. So there's going to be 5 prints for Death Rage. There's been 1 Born of Blood, so that'll be a 6th print. There's been 1 Miss Meow, so that's a 7th print. So right there's another 7 prints that I'm gonna get set up and get ready to have at the shows. The Death Rage, the Born of Blood, and the Miss Meow covers. Then the 4 Ahsoka, Harley, Baroness, Last Ronin. I have to make those, so those are going to take a lot of time. And then on top of that, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 other optional prints that I really am going to try to really push to get done. So I'm looking to try to get a bunch of prints ready to go. They may not all be done before New Orleans, but I'm going to try to get as many of them as I can done before. The truth of the matter is that I'm currently waiting to hear back from some colorists that I've worked with in the past. I know everybody's busy, so it's tough. But I can't really make prints and get them colored if my colorist won't respond to me. I would have had a lot of this stuff done already. Have I gotten responses? So we'll again, I'm going to make the artwork. I'm going to try to get it done, and then we'll get it off to the colorists as much as we possibly can, and try to get as many of them colored as we can, and we'll go from there. We'll go from there. Mitchell says, if you don't have any Ahsoka prints, I might have to fight you. I'm working on it. Wait. I actually might be kind of fun. Showdown in the Lone Star State. Wah, wah, wah. No, I am. I'm trying to get one done. I am. Misty Lawrence says, hey, crazy man. What's going on, Misty? How you doing? Thanks for being here. I missed a comment from James. It's funny when they flash the convention floor lights like in elementary school. Yeah. But it is. They have, they have to flash and let everybody know. But at the same time, like I've been there where I'm the last guy at a gas station I'm working at or whatever. And, we're about to close and somebody comes in and they're, tapping on the door like, can you let me in? I'm like, bruh, it's like 2 minutes till. And then of course they want like 16 things, so I feel bad doing that myself, but it really isn't that. It's not the end of the world, but I feel bad doing it. James Dunn says you should do some prints. I love the play on words, but that actually wouldn't. I don't think that would do very well at a Comic-Con. Maybe, I don't know. Mitchell says only if it's Dave Chappelle as Prince holding the basketball in a plate of pancakes. Now that actually might be pretty legit. That might be pretty legit. Yeah, we might have to do that one. Missy Lawrence says, not to put you on the spot, what happened to the Moon Knight print back color? Okay, well, you know what, Misty? I was trying to make it a surprise. Misty. I was trying to make it a surprise. Yes. I will be making the print that Andre colored. It will be coming out convention season 2023. And Andre doesn't know this, and he'll probably want to fight me for this, but I'm going to win. Half of this, each sale of those prints are going to go to Andre. So he colored it. I did the pencils and I know in the industry, if you do the pencils and inks, you should get 2/3 the profit. I don't care about that. I don't care. I'm fine with splitting it half with Andre. Andre's an amazing person. And he's incredibly talented. And so, yes, Andre's colored Moon Knight will be one of the prints that I didn't talk about because I was trying to make it a surprise, Misty. It's all good. I'm, right? Mitchell's like, come on, Misty. And then James is like, surprise. And then Misty's like, sorry, guys. No, I know you were just excited, dude. We love you, Misty. But yes, that is right here on the list. Moon Knight with Dre Bear on my print list. So yes, we are doing it. He did an amazing job, and I want to support. I want to support my dudes. I'm even going to try to see if I can't maybe put together a print that a certain colorist friend of mine, I might ask him if he wants to color it again, as we've done that before. Hint, hint, wink, wink. You might know who I'm talking about. And see what he thinks, if he's interested and available. We'll see. We'll find out. Maybe not. He might not. But So yeah, I got plans. Unfortunately, it does mean that I'm going to have to put the commissions that I've been working on. I'm going to have to put those on hold because I have to get these done right now so that they can go to the colorist. Each print for a colorist takes about a week. Then we have to do the so for me to do a print, the pencils And if I were to do nothing else all week, the pencils and the inks would take up about 3 or 4 days. Okay. Now that's if I don't live stream. That's if I don't have any Zoom meetings with the Siphon guys. That's if I don't do anything but I just work on them, right? Obviously, that's not the case. I do have Zoom meetings. I am working with the Siphon guys. I do have these other things like these streams that I want to do. I want to do them. So it's more like each print will take me about a week. About a week. Depending on how crazy I go with each one of them, like the Ahsoka one will probably take me longer than a week. I ain't gonna lie, because I got plans to put a lot into that one. But so it'll take me about a week. As of right now, I got those 4: Ahsoka, Harley, Baroness, and Ronan. And then 1, 2, 3 more that I want to try to get done. So just that right there. If I give myself a week to do each print, then that's looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means I'll be doing covers, not covers. Stop saying covers, Jeff. Prints all the way up to the beginning of February. Now, they got to get colored. It usually takes my colorists about a week to do the colors. My plan is to try to get the ones that I want colored, get those done first. So while on the back end, I'm finishing up the other prints that are not going to get colored, they'll have time and will hopefully end at the same time about the beginning of February. So what does that mean? That means I'm hoping to have all of my prints done by the beginning of February. All the ones that I want colored. All the ones that I want just black and white, pencils and inks, pencil and inked. Then that means that after that, I can get started on commissions again. I don't know. Honestly, it kind of freaks me out to be putting off commissions because I've been putting them off for a while now. But at the same time, you guys want prints. I want prints. It's tough. It's tough. I've got to figure out a good balancing act, which was part of the reason why I brought up the work that I've already got done. But when none of the things that I said that I've already got done were things that you guys were like picking, like putting ideas for in the post. So I'm just gonna make them. I'll just have to make them, So yeah. Oh, hold on, I missed a bunch here. Chris Mitchell says can't take those Lawrences anywhere. It's true. Missy says I catalog things too well. I won't ask about other stuff I have in my remind Jeff about notebook. No, you can ask me. I wouldn't necessarily do it on air. DM me, girl. DM me. James Dunn says commissions. Check Slack of email. The commissions that I've got from the shows. Yeah, from the conventions, my convention commissions. Yeah. And then Misty says it's the con commissions, James, not the commission list. Thank you, Misty. She knows what I'm talking about. I feel like James does too, Misty. What do you think? I think James knows what I'm saying. I feel like he knows what I'm saying. Big Aaron McCracken says, "What's going on, y'all? We just out here just having a good time. We got a lot to catch up on. Yeah, baby. Yeah." Justin Mullen says, "Then commissions. I got to finish up the commissions that I have now that I've got from the shows. That's what I mean. Oh yeah. Big Earn says, yeah, from Planet Comic Con. Yeah. Because that's not a real thing. What's not a real thing? What you talking about? Mitchell? Big Earn McCracken says, lol, I'll see you at the show in March, right? Yes, you will, brother. Yes, you will. March is going to be intense. It's going to be cray-cray. That's faux show. It's faux show going to be cray-cray. James Dunn says, anytime commissions are mentioned, I will be checking my lack of email. Fair enough. Misty says, you had 3 prints that you had at least penciled last year. Can you use those? I can, but you see, I asked folks, I told them what those were, and I was like, can somebody put up a post and tell me which ones of those that you guys want me to do? And none of them were picked. None of none of them were picked. So here. Let me run through it. Here's what we're looking at, Misty. In case, because you've been busy. I know you've been crazy busy. Let me help you out here. Okay, so Facebook. Okay. Missy says, I missed that. Sorry, it was the show. I didn't log in. No, you're fine. You're totally fine. I get it, dude. You were doing your fun stuff. I think it was Robert Sterling that ended up being the one that put it together. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. And in typical Robert fashion, he says Jeff won't get to your commissions, but wants to get you prints of your favorite characters. Please throw your suggestions into this post. And that was after I had listed off the ones that I have here that are already done and kind of ready to go. The ones that I listed. Oh, wait. Let me go get all of the commission, or not commissions, the commons. So the ones that I told everybody that I have ready to go are, I have an Arkham, the video game, Arkham Knight, Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, the video game. I did an Arkham version of the Flash. I have a Harley Quinn that is penciled. I can ink that one. I have it's a very strange one. It's a Norse god version of Captain America. A lot of beard, a lot of shield. Um, I've got a Beast half figure, an Iron Spider-Man. I got a Saitama from the show and manga. One Punch Man versus, I created my own version of Genos, and Genos is whooping his booty. Disco Nightwing. I have a Hulk 141, the cover of him where Doc Samson's slapping him around. We did a 1 minute later version of that cover. So the idea is, the theme is, take that cover, but illustrate what would happen 1 minute later. And in my version, Doc Samson's getting his face smashed. So yeah. And then what else did I have? I had an Old Man Logan cutting his way out of Hillbilly Hulk. And then I had a Green Lantern Hal Jordan, and then a Juggernaut bust. So those were the ones that I have ready to go that I could get colored quickly and not have to take the time to create new pieces. And so Robert put that up, and I got Tina she was like, do a Harley, Poison Ivy, Catwoman, Wonder Woman, and the Metal Men. All great stuff. Michael Palmer says Transformers. Jim Randall said Cosmic Ghost Rider. Great idea. Jim Randall was like, do Dan's Wolverine from Columbus. Best Wolverine he's seen, and it wasn't even finished. He's very sweet. Very, very sweet. Todd says Harley Quinn is always good to go. Scott Newton Jr. says 2 words, Dark Claw. Matthew Stewart said posters by Jeff. I don't know what that means. Like posters, like posters. And then Mitchell says, make a friggin' Ahsoka print. Yeah. And then Sammy Fonseca Bone says Dark Hawk. So it was none of them were suggestions of the stuff that I already have pre-made. So I gotta make commission, or it's either covers or commissions. I just can't say the word print, apparently. So I'm gonna have to make the prints is what it's coming down to. And so yeah, that just means that the commissions are gonna have to be put on hold until I can get those prints. I didn't mess it up this time. The get them done, you know. Misty says, didn't you have a Black Panther print? No, I did not have a Black Panther print. So here's a little bit of a breakdown. When you make a print, especially if you're going to sell it at 11 by 17, you want to make the original art at that size or bigger. Now, what happens is you scan it in, and then you scale it down to whatever your finished product is going to be at. by doing that, you sort of sharpen up everything, you crisp up everything, right? You don't want to go the other way. So all of the blanks that I'm doing, I would have to sell them at that size. I can't make an 11 by 17 print out of those because all of the art will get pixelated and you will lose the resolution. You can't take art and make it bigger for print art. You can, but it's just not going to look very good. You want to go the other way. You want to make it that. It's just like in comics, a comic book is 6.25 inches by 10.25 inches, right? But the art we do it on is 11 by 17. You scale it down to 2/3 the original art size to fit the size of a comic book. Again, you want to make the original art bigger and scale it down. So these blanks and the commissions that I do on blanks, they just won't work. Yeah. Bigger McCracken says you should make a Moff Gideon for Planet Comic Con. I thought about that. I know Giancarlo will be there. I'm very excited about it. And then Misty says, I got you. Oh, okay. So yeah, that's the game plan. I'm going to try my darndest to get all of this stuff done ahead of time. Mitchell says, don't know if you're aware, they did another Batman Spawn book and released today. There's a blank cover. I did know that. I did know there was a blank cover. I haven't seen the blank cover. I did know they made the book. How do I put this? I know me well enough to know that I'm not going to be able to read that book and then wait a month for the next one. Just not going to be able to do it. I'm just not going to be able to do it. So I'm going to wait for the trade. And then I'm going to binge the crap out of that. And I'm going to probably get the hardcover, the special edition, whatever. I'm going to do it. Oh yeah, I'm going to do it. But I just can't. Once I get started with that story, I'm going to need to start it and finish it. I don't do this often. Only other book I've done this with was Invincible. And I could not go monthly with that one. I tried, started off that way, and then I said, nope. I need to know. And I can't know, so I'm going to wait. If I'm going to wait, I'm going to wait for the Ultimate hardcovers, and that's what I did. And I got them. Oh, you guys, can you see them? Oh, I love these. I love these books. Missy says, I thought it was in the set that had the Black Canary in the bar with the cigarette. Oh, no. That's Black Adam. That wasn't Black Panther. That was Black Adam. But again, I was hoping that there would also be some ideas that kind of snagged that people kind of just threw out there in the comment section that I might have. Yeah, I've got a Black Canary, I've got a pencils, I've got a Black Adam pencils, I got a Flash pencils version. But when that's why I kind of was like open-ended about it with when I asked for somebody to put up a post. I was just like, more than anything, I just kind of want to give you guys some of the things that I've got here, but also I want to know what you want, even if it's not what I have. So yeah. Missy says, it inspired my Green Canary Arrow cover I had Steve do, but maybe I dreamed you had done one. No, I have one. She's hoisting a pint. She's laid back on the bar, sitting on the stool, one arm on the bar, hoisting a pint. Oh yeah, I've got it ready to be inked up and all that stuff. But I don't want to just get you guys stuff just because it's convenient for me that I've already got most of the work done and I can just ink it and send it off. Like, I want you guys to want this stuff. If you don't, then I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste money. I don't, I want to know what you guys want, Mitchell says, I had to do that with Walking Dead. Got all the trade paperbacks. Yeah. Sometimes you just, yourself well enough to know you can't be patient. That's why I asked Lo. Yep. I got you, Misty. James says, do you have a dupe print? Dupe, like, what was it? The Diplomatic Order of Planets, or dupe like the character that looks like a big snot ball? Which one? No, I don't have either one of those. Missy says, if you never print that canary, I can give it a spot in my house. If you ever, I might do it. But again, it's like I asked and she didn't get brought up. So I was just like, I want to give y'all what you want. If you guys don't tell me you want black canary, I'm just gonna be like, I'll do prints with pancakes. No one has a dupe print. Damn. Yeah. It depends on which dupe you're talking about. If it's the one that dresses everybody in velour, then no, I don't have it. And I don't have the snotty Marvel version of the Slimer. I don't. So yeah, I yes, from X-Force. Okay, you know who I'm talking about. I know who you're talking about. Yeah. No, I don't have anything from him. He's very sort of niche. I don't think a lot of people are looking for prints of dupe. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Vern? But yeah, no. So if you guys, yeah, if you guys heard any of those prints that you would like, let me know, because I will make I will make them, and it will save me time, and I can get more commissions done. Or honestly, what'll more than likely end up happening is I will probably just switch gears and say, no, I want to get the commissions done, and then I just won't have prints ready to go. I don't know. It's really tough because there is only so much time. You gotta make choices. Bigger McCracken says X-23 print or Spider Gwen. That's not a bad idea. Mitchell says, to be fair, I'm very excited about the new season. A dupe print would be easy to draw. Yeah, it would. James Dunn says Beast Boy. I've never been asked to draw Beast Boy. Not once. I love the guy. I love to draw Beast Boy. And he goes, mini animals, please. Right? He's freaking awesome. Okay, so we've got Beast Boy, X-23, or Spider Gwen, and then dupe. Okay. Jamie says, Miss Meow for sure. I got you, Jamie. I got you covered. Raven. I'm seeing a trend here. There's some Teen Titans afoot. James Dunn says, I don't know where the suggestions are, but everything mashed with dupe. It's not a mashup, James. It's a print. I'll make a print. Stasia with second Spider Gwen. Okay. All right. I'm putting Spider Gwen down. Even if you don't make a print, I want to see that Viking cap. I might just make it a print, Mitchell. Yeah. Spider Gwen. I'm writing it down. Landscape print with the Titans. Hit a Teen Titans print. You want me to like hit it? Like punch it? What? Huh? Landscape print with the Titans. The Olympic Titans? The Tennessee Titans? The Teen Titans? Remember the Titans? I don't know which Titans you're talking about. Venom Dragon eating some heroes. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea right there. James Dunn says Ahsoka dupe Vader, Spider dupe Patrol. Now I feel like that would be very much James, and only James would like those prints. Is dupe a really like super popular character? I know him, but I'm a weirdo. I'm a nerd. So Misty says, art sale of abandoned prints like the Isle of Misfit Toys. Oh, no. They're not abandoned. So a lot of these were just things that I drew on my own time. And some of them were commissions. And then I repurposed them. But yeah, no, they're not abandoned. No. Might as well add Miles to the Gwen print since Spider-Verse 2 trailer just dropped. Dupe Patrol would be badass. So, Mitchell, I saw the trailer. I would like to make some Spider-Verse prints. But again, it would mean that I don't do commissions for a while. And that's a tough one for me to be okay with doing. That really is. New Muscle Groot. New Muscle Groot. New Muscle Groot. New Muscle Groot. I don't know what you're saying there, Big Aaron. New Muscle Groot. Did you ever watch Into the Spider-Verse? Jeez. Are you kidding me? Now, granted, I didn't watch any of the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. I didn't watch any of the Tom Holland Spider-Man. I watched the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. Then I watched Into the Spider-Verse. And since then, I decree that I think it may very well be the best Spider-Man movie there is. So, yes, I watched Into the Spider-Verse. I loved Into the Spider-Verse. I'm very excited about the next one. Supremely excited because my dude, my favorite iteration of Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2099, is getting the proper treatment. Well, I don't know. He does seem to be a villain. So I don't love that. But we'll see. We'll see how it all turns out. Maybe he's just misunderstood. Right? We'll see. But I would like to make a Spider-Man 2099 from the new Spider-Verse movie print. Very much would like to do that. Very much. Mike Cusero says, hi, Jeff and Kim. Hope all is well. We're getting there, brother. We're trying. Kimberly's actually upstairs with the boy. But thank you for being here. We love your face. Foam Suit Groot. What? 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 Big Irma McCracken says, new Groot from the holiday special. Oh, I haven't seen the holiday special. I've been insanely busy and sick. James says, you took like 7 years to watch Into the Spider-Verse. I was late to the show, but I bought the movie. I watched it. I loved it. I'm so glad I bought it. It's very good. It's incredibly good. It may be the best comic book movie there is. Comic book movie. That's a good talking topic. Is it up there? It was a really good movie. It was a really good movie. I guess the question is, what do I think would be a better comic book movie? If I can't think of one, then it's at least tied for number one for the first spot. That's good. That's good food for thought right there. How many commissions you got? If it's more than 10 dim commissions, get dim commissions done, or you will hit 23 con season and get further behind. It's considerably more than 10. Yes. Mitchell says the thing that artists do is start drawing something and then get sidetracked or distracted and start new drawing instead of finishing the thing that started, eventually creating a huge pile of unfinished art. That may be true, but that is not the case for me. I actually have a real problem with not finishing. I like to finish my pieces. What has happened is I've been very, 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 very blessed with projects that come along, and typically the way it works is they're projects that they need to be done now. They need to be done now. They're in a rush. They need to be done now. And if you want to get published, you got to do it now. You know, for example, this cover that I just finished up with Merck, I actually had to tell them no when they first offered it to me. They said, we'll pay you a rush job rate. We'll write an expedited fee. Well, because we know we're coming at you with little to no time and we need it done. And I told them, I'm actually in Columbus. I can't. I can't do it. I will not be able to do it. And then they said, okay, well, they came back and they extended the deadline. But that's part of the thing that I love about Merck. I cannot stress to you guys how much that does not happen. I've been a professional comic book. January will be 13 years. I've been a professional comic book illustrator. I've seen that happen, an extension on a deadline. I've seen it happen twice. That's it. In a baker's dozen years, twice. So when they hit you with a especially published gig, you just say no if you can't do it, but you don't want to say no. You want to get those published jobs. And I've been extremely, extremely blessed to have been getting a lot of them. And so it's just been, I'll get work done, and a movie poster will take 3 months of my work schedule. I'll get some more done, and I'll get offered a 6 cover contract. That turns into, oh man, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 covers. No, 11. 11 covers. See what I'm saying? I actually really have I get really stressed when I don't finish the piece that I'm working on. I get really, really stressed out. So for me, not getting your commissions done is actually a big stressor right now, which is part of the reason why I haven't actually started working on those prints, because my body is like responding like, no, you get those freaking commissions done. So it's tough. It's tough. Um, um, Misty jumps in and says the holiday special needs to be watched by you and Kim. I will come babysit so you can watch it. Then JJ can take his first steps to Aunt Misty. Win-win. Oh, you might win that night, but I feel like there's a couple nanas that might be coming after you if that happens, Misty. I'm pretty sure. Batman the movie may be better. The first one, the Michael Keaton one, yeah, that's the one that keeps coming up in my head too. Big Irma McCracken says the COO of Top Cow will be at Planet. I know Matt Hawkins will be there. I am super excited. I've already reached out to him, and yeah, hopefully we can get together and get some grub, something. I can't wait. Missy says Missy says keeping the stack of commissions will continue to bother you. Prints are great merch to get additional work in the hands of fans at con, but the commissions you already have a commitment of completion. Yeah, I know. That's exactly why I haven't started on the prints, is because I just can't. It's tough. It's really, really, really tough. Then James Dunn says no, Adam West. The Michael Keaton one is simply Batman. Adam West is pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. Adam West is pretty dope. Pretty dope. But I don't know. I don't know if I'd put him over Michael Keaton. I don't know. I don't know if I'd go that far with it. But I definitely don't think I'd put it over the Spider-Verse. The Spider-Verse movie was freaking great. So yeah, that that's the thing. With these prints, I get excited about them because I want to make them. I want to get the prints to you guys, but at the same time, yeah, it's tough. It's tough for me to not finish something that I said I was gonna do. Not to not finish it, but to put it off for something else. It sucks. It really sucks to look at that stack of commissions and then I'm like, okay, well, I got this cover. Oh, I know it's going to be published. I know it's going to, I go through an ordeal when I'm offered these cover jobs, and I have a stack of commissions waiting. I really do. I really, really do. But here's what I'm going to do. Misty says if you can get the Merc ones and the Moon Knight, whoa, that's several you can have for early 2023 and still knock out commissions. That is actually the compromise that I've made, sort of in my head leading up to the stream tonight, because I was thinking about this earlier during dinner. I was like, you know what, with the Death Rage prints, there's 6 with the local comic book shop day. That one was announced. So there's 6 prints there. There's 6 prints there. 1 Born of Blood, 1 Miss Meow, and depending on it, that leaves 1, 2, 3 more covers that have not been announced. If those 3 come out between now and then, I can whip up a print for those as well. So there's at least 6, 7, 8 prints right there, plus Andre's Moon Knight. That's 9 new prints. So That's double what I usually try to get done for a year. So I'm very excited about that. But yeah, no, I only just today got told that I could make prints for the Merc stuff. So I was trying to figure out some stuff, but that actually really helps out a lot. It really, really helps out a lot. So that's probably what I'll do. But it's good to know what you guys want. Um, okay. So here's the other thing. Yeah, see, Chris, I thought about that. For every one or two, for every handful of commissions, I can break out time to do the prints. I, as much as you like to bust my balls, Mitchell, you and I think an awful lot alike. Missy was like, so scary. What's so scary? What's going on? What's going on? Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Bigger McCracken says, make a knight riding a golden goose and take it to Shatner to sign. That would be fantastic. James Dunn says, finish something that you were going to dupe. Wow. Mitchell then says, I've got easily over a dozen blanks that I started drawing on and never got around to finishing. It's actually much more rare of a thing for me to finish a drawing, but I also don't have someone giving me money, so there's no pressure or commitment from me. Yeah, I could see that. But honestly, even before I was doing this professionally, like I had a real problem with if I didn't finish something, it's like, I don't know. I grew up in a family that was like, you will finish your food. You will finish what you start. Finish strong. Like maybe that just pounded in my head, and I just I can't not do it. Like yeah, I've always been that way. Yeah, yeah. But a lot of people aren't. Like I said, I'm weird. I'm a weird dude. Um, uh, Misty says that also points people to go and look for your covers in those books. That's true. That's true. Like I said, I just today got told I can make prints for the Merc covers, which is a really, really big relief. So but I wanted to talk about it with you guys. Like I said, I want to take you guys along with the ride. I'm figuring stuff out, and you guys have great ideas. So figuring maybe we could talk, and you guys can let me know what you think. The fact that Chris and I are tuned into your brainwaves, I know that's terrifying. James says, wow. Big Earn says he was on the Masked Singer TV show dressed as a knight on a golden goose. Oh, Kimberly loves the Masked Singer. She would have understood that reference. I feel like Captain America, and I actually understood that reference, but I didn't. Mitchell says, yeah, it bothers me too, Misty, right? Thank goodness, Prince. No. We're using the Merc covers for Prince, Mom. That's what we're doing, so that I can get commissions done and have prints. I'm going to have 6 Death Rage prints, a Born of Blood, and a Miss Meow. And then there's 3 other covers that I've done for them that haven't been shown. If they're shown between now and then, I'll have 3 more prints. That'll make it 10. Wait, 6, 7, 8. No, that'll make 11 prints. But as of right now, I'll have 8 prints, and they're going to be the covers for the Merc books that I've done, and then the Moon Knight from that Andres Lamothe colored. So I'm going to have new prints. The reason why my mom is saying that is because, thank you, Jesus. So if you guys don't know, I don't keep reprinting prints. I have before. I don't do it very often. It's really only the turtle stuff because it's just insanely popular. People really, 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 really like those turtles prints. Missy's loving. He's like, "Go, mama!" That's right. Big Aaron McCracken says, "Can't wait to see my commission. The entire cover needs to be filled." Lol. Did you think I was going to draw like a postage stamp size, a little thumb, a little fingernail, a little? Of course, Big Earn, of course. But generally speaking, I don't restock prints. When they're out, they're out. I didn't start off that way because I didn't understand the whole idea behind like they should be exclusive, a certain limited number run. And I still might make more prints of those old turtles more copies of those old Turtles prints because people still love those Turtles prints. But the point I'm trying to get at here is Kimberly comes to the table to help me run the table at a certain number of shows, but it's not as much as my mom. And so my mom gets to look at the prints portfolio, the portfolio full of prints. And once they're gone, we'll sell you even the display one. And then it's an empty page in the book. And she's probably pretty tired of looking at those empty pages. So we're trying, Mama. We're trying. Oh, wait. Misty says, I'm telling you, all of us will get Jeff there, even if we have to hog tie him and drag him along. Get me where? What you talking about, Misty? No. My mom's over here cussing. You're lucky it's the Wednesday night stream, Mom. That's not gonna get you moderated. Mike Cusera says, don't know if this has been said before, but you should do a comic book of the fam. Name it the Edweirdos and have you, Kim, and the little guy on a cover, kind of like the Incredibles. Just throwing that out there. Okay, I'll shut up. No, Mike, Michael, Mikael. I was going to call you Miguel. Mikhail. No, you don't shut up. You're awesome. You say all you want. I actually have plans, Michael, for doing my own version of a family style piece of artwork that we talked about. And it will be available as soon as I can get it done and colored up. It won't be Incredibles, but I think it will be incredible. So I think we're kind of on the same page. We're sort of on the same page. Sort of. But it's coming. It's coming. Big Earn McCracken says, no blank space. Ton of details. Can't wait. Want to hang it on my wall. Make it a nightmare to color, then color it lol. Wait. You wanted an X23. I don't know if I can fill all of it with X23. She's kind of like in shape. I mean, I'd have to put her in like one of those contortionist boxes, to fill up everything. Like Harry Houdini. Misty says, oh, can't wait to do merch with it. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. I sent you my idea before. Yeah, wasn't it X23? Thought it was X23. Hold on. Let me look. Just McCracken. It was a lot of X23. What do you mean like a lot? You mean you like want to like what do you mean a lot of X23? She's in good shape. She's not like the Thing or the Hulk. She doesn't take up a lot of space. Hold on. Let me go. I'm gonna check out. I want to see what you got there, Pimpin. I want to remind myself. Justin McCracken. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Where? Mm-hmm. I'm not finding it. It was a lot of X23. Yeah. I'm looking. I'm going back. Going back in the day. Whoa, that's 2020. That's way too far. Good Lord. I'm looking, bro. Oh, I see the image. Yeah. So So if I remember correctly, you just wanted the one, the one like that one's got like a headshot, one, two headshots, one, two half figures, and two full figures. That's a that yeah, that's I didn't I we doing one X23. But I do appreciate the reference. I do want to make sure I get her costume. Yeah. I think that's DK Ruin. She's amazing. Oh, I love her art. But drawing her like she is trapped in a box sounds hilarious. Listen, you think I won't do it? You think I won't put her in a Houdini style glass box? I will do that. If you want me to draw X23 in a Houdini style box, don't play with me, Justin. I'll draw it and then I'll give it to you. You think I won't? I'll do it. I'll do it. Oh man. Mike Cusera says, need to get you to your butt to C2E2 Chicago or IndieCon so I can meet you. So C2E2 is probably not going to happen this year because it lines up on one of the weekends of another show that I'm looking to go to, which sucks. IndieCon. What if you could send me a link or in the DMs to which IndieCon, because I'm not sure which one. I've never stopped in Indianapolis. We drove through the state to go to Ohio. We saw Lucas Oil Field, looked fantastic, looked beautiful, and then we said bye-bye. So I know nothing about IndieCon, but I will tell you this. If it's between here and Columbus, we could drive to it, which would be awesome. So please send me a DM, Mike. I would love to check that out. Mitchell says, I'll have to send you my Ahsoka idea sometime before you come to Texas so you can give me a ballpark price so I know how much money I'll need. It's not exactly simple. Oh, you'd let me know, buddy. I'll let you know. Big Earn says, but drawing her like, okay, right. Then he goes, do it. It would be awesome. I'm writing that down, Big Earn. X23 in Houdini's clear box trap for Big Earn. Oh, we're doing it, brother. We're doing it. Wait, he says, lol, just kidding, but seriously can't wait. Okay, well, hold on now, Justin. Do you want me to draw her in a box like that? I will draw. Like, yes, Mitchell's got X23 in chains, woman in a box. Yes, Allison chains, man in a box. Now it's woman in a box. I will draw her in a box. If you don't want her in a box, you better tell me. Because if you don't tell me, I'm going to draw her in a box, in a clear box, and I'm going to give it to you. And you're going to hate it if it's not what you wanted. So you tell me, all seriousness, no joking. Tell me if you want her in that box. If you don't, you got to tell me, because I will draw her in that box. And then you're going to be like, oh, Jeff, you're an idiot. Of course, I was joking. And I'm going to go, oh, no, Big Earn, I thought you were serious. So do it. It will be awesome, but you need to color it too. Ooh, I don't know if I said I was coloring those. I don't think we were doing colors at the show, because that was where you did. I did. I'd have to look. I don't know. You know me. This was a minute ago, Justin. At the show, I did. Okay. Then if I did, okay. Okay. So, okay. Boom. I have it noted. This is what we're doing, brother. Woman in a refrigerator. Well, I mean, is that like a hot reference? Like X23 is really hot and she needs to cool down. I've seen some pretty smexy renditions of her, so that can make sense. Hold on. I missed something here. Oh, Mike Usera says, will do. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Then he says, sent you in Messenger. You are the man. Thank you so much, my good sir. Mitchell says, I've got claws. Yes, I went with show tune style. I've got claws in a box. And he was doing Alice in Chains. I should have done Alice in Chains. Dang. It screwed that up. James Dunn says, I would like you to color this cover I have. There's no art on it, but please color it. You want me to just randomly color it? See, James, that's the problem. When you are, how shall I put this? A devilish trickster like you. People have to err on the side that you're always kidding. I don't think you're being serious right now. I don't think you want me to just splatter a bunch of like Copic colors all over a blank comic cover. I don't think you do, bro. You trying to get one past me, but I don't think you do. Then he goes, lol. And then Mitchell says, get it together, Edwards. I know, right? It's tough. It's really tough to deal with someone like me. Okay, so I think that's the game plan. I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to focus on getting the prints, the Merc prints done. Andre's piece, going to get that all ready to go. And then I'm going to get the banner and the banners done and ready to go. And that way I won't take up a bunch of time making new prints, and I can work on commissions and I won't be stressing. Bigger McCracken says, but there is art on most blanks. Polar bears and a snowstorm. See? Big Earn gets it. Guy's got an eye. He's got a very, very keen eye for good art. Misty says, okay, by the way, email sent to Spring about merch sizes, stockouts, feature requests, etc. Thank you so much, Misty. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, oh, wow. I have talked this entire time. I apologize, but we did miss a couple weeks. I had a lot to update you guys on. We will get to games next week. You bet your sweet took us. We will. So what she's talking about there is, for you guys that have been trying to get merch, you will find that certain colors and certain styles are certain colors, certain styles at certain sizes will be out of stock. Like for me, I tried to go get the Angry Koala in red on my size, and it was the only color where they were out of stock. I think red is going to be really, really hard to find for a while because I think Spring and a lot of places are still dealing with supply issue. They're just having a hard time getting stuff in. So what Misty's talking about is one of the things that we are learning about Spring that is absolutely fantastic is they listen to feedback. I can't stress to you how much they listen to feedback, and we appreciate that. For example, a good example is, you'll note I don't have a hat, a baseball hat with my branding on it, my logo on it, because hitherto you've had to go, you can't just plot out and mock up hats on Spring. You'd have to go to a third-party vendor, right? And they charge you a fee, and it's a pain in the butt, and it takes time, and yada, yada, yada. And so, long story short, I guess a lot of people on Spring have sent in feedback to them saying, stop that. No. People want hats. Let's just make it simple. Now, they simplified it. It's a hat, just like a shirt, just like a fanny pack, just like a tumbler. You can mock it up. You can have it ready to go. Easy peasy. So that's just one of many examples of Spring being freaking awesome. So what Misty's talking about is, we talked about some things. You guys have told us certain sizes and certain colors and certain styles are not available or out of stock or whatever. So we put together, here I am taking credit. Any credit at all is too much credit because I didn't do any of this. Misty put together a list with me just relaying messages from some of the Edweirdos. And she sent that off to Spring. So hopefully very, very soon we will at least get some information to give you guys in terms of where they're at. If they're able to get more of these styles and sizes in, if they're not, whatever the case may be, whatever the update is, we will relay it to you guys, because we know you guys have been trying to get the merch, and sometimes you can get it, sometimes you can't. And we don't want that. We want you guys, if you guys want the merch, we want you to have the merch. So Misty put out that email to Spring's team, and hopefully we'll get some sort of answer soon. So thank you, Misty. You are fan bloody tastic. James Dunn says, I call this cover I stared into the sun. Well, if you stared into the sun, then yeah, it would be all white because you'd be blind. You'd be blind, man. Mitchell says, what if it's a black blank? Well, then maybe being blind would maybe not blinding white light, but you're actually like clinically blind, like you can't see nothing at all. Is that what you wanted to hear, Mitchell? You want to go real dark and like depressing about it there, buddy? Mitchell said, Panthers sleeping in a cave at night. Nice. Misty said, that said, more merch options, including hats, may be coming up. Yes, I freaking love the fact that spring does respond so well. So I'm excited about it, about stuff coming through. Yeah. Mitchell says, oh, please replace that hideous Chiefs hat. I got a new Chiefs hat. I can get the new one on. I just kind of figured this yellow and red one was kind of my shtick, Mitchell. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Then James Dunn says, Paris during a power outage. It's true. It's true. Misty says, I think he will replace it with a cute angry koala beanie. Ooh. I'm actually looking for the fitted options on spring. I do like those. The only thing is like in the mock-up that we saw, the little koala guy seemed kind of small. So I want to see if they'll allow us to do a bigger, something that fills a little bit more. You know what I mean? And it might just be that like what we did was we took a vertical image and we put it in a format that's more wide like this. And if I can do something that fits that format, I can get a bigger like across that hat. We got to play with it. But it definitely hats. Oh yeah. Mitchell says we can only hope. If I replace this hat anytime soon, it's going to be with another Chiefs hat that my mother got me. That is fantastic. It's beautiful. I'm gonna start busting it out just because Mitchell asked for it. Just because you asked for it, baby. All right, my good peoples. I appreciate you guys helping me out with sorting out this stuff. I know that Wednesdays are usually like our social hour and we play video games and whatnot, but honestly, this stuff does weigh on my mind. I do care what you guys think about in terms of the prints, in terms of getting commissions done. And I want to keep you guys in the loop on what's going on. Why does your mom hate you? She loves me, Mitchell, and you would know that if you just, I feel like you just don't know what real love is all about, Mitchell. Chiefs are real love. Well, we are real love. We have real love for the Chiefs. We're real fans. We've been fans of theirs even when they were dog crap for decades. It's love, Mitchell. It's love. All right. I don't even know who you like in terms of football. Then why did she buy you a garbage hat? I'm just waiting to find out what you would choose as a better option than the Kansas City Chiefs, Mitchell. I'll wait, bro. I'll wait. Then Big Earn says you need a Chiefs top hat to spite Mitchell. Now okay. there's a story. I'll tell this, and then I gotta run because I gotta get upstairs and get ready to help out with the Bubba. If you guys watch any of the games and you see on any of the advertisements, you're gonna see a guy who has a Chiefs. It's like a top hat. But it's really a cat in the hat. So it's like an extreme top hat. And it's got the stripes and everything, but it's also got the Chiefs, Arrowhead branding on it. If you see that guy and he's got this gigantic cheesy grin, that is actually a friend of mine. I think he's won like a lifetime fan achievement award for the team. Like he is a huge fan of the team. So much so that he's got like season tickets and he takes his kids and he meets the players behind like for like the meet and greets and all this stuff. That's a dude I played football with at Central Missouri. That's Christopher Munster, man. Yeah. That dude makes me smile just seeing him he was on an advertisement billboard in Kansas City. They pan across him a lot during the televised, broadcasts. So there's kind of Mitchell, Big Earn, there's kind of a Chiefs top hat wearing guy out there already. Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. Mitchell says, I'm an Oilers fan. Yes, I'm old. Well, hold on now. The Houston Oilers were a good team. I was a big fan of Warren Moon. Big fan of Warren Moon. So I can say there's some good in that choice. I will say, however, if they were a team that was halfway decent, they would still exist as the Houston Oilers, buddy. Just saying. Misty says, I'm going to go to bed. Long day tomorrow. Bye, guys. Good night, Misty. I'm heading out of here, too. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it so much. Big Earn McCracken says, I've seen it. That's why I mentioned it. Then you know who I'm talking about. Yeah, that's my buddy, Munster Man. Yeah, he is fantastic. A huge fan. Like, I've got a signed game-used jersey in like a shadow box of Derek Thomas, my favorite player. I've got stuff. I've watched religiously. I grew up in it wasn't Kauffman, it was Royal Stadium, and it wasn't GEHA, it was Arrowhead my whole life. So I'm a diehard Chiefs fan. But Munn takes it to a whole nother level. I love the guy for it. I'm local, remember? No, I know I'm bigger. I was more describing him for the folks like Mitchell who just don't know what a really good football team really is. Casey Shoemaker says, "Don't diss the Oilers." No, we kid around here. I really did like watching Warren Moon play. Really did like him as an Oiler. Fantastic player. Had a cannon of an arm. Mitchell says they don't exist because Bud Adams was a POS and cared more about money than fans. Yeah, I could see that argument. But I feel like if they had a winning record consistently and they were winning big games, I feel like that would bring money in by putting butts in seats and having, like, I don't know, concession stand sales and jersey sales and hat sales and memorabilia. I feel like that would give Mr. Adams the money he was looking for if they had a team that was able to win. Yeah. Just a thought, Mitchell. Just a thought. Oh, Lord, I love it. We sold out the Astrodome. I would love to go to the Astrodome. Oh, man. Jamie Collins says, that was fun. Great seeing you again. It was awesome, Jamie. Sorry I didn't get to any games this week, but next Wednesday we're going to bust out some games. I was also updating the Steam my Steam account to make sure that the Jackbox Party Pack number 9 was ready to go, and it just now got updated. So we probably wouldn't have been able to play it anyways. Don't go down this road. You're going to lose me. I don't want to lose you, Casey. I don't want to lose you. I'm really just busting Mitchell's chops. It's what we do. Nothing serious. No, I'm serious when I say I did like watching Warren Moon and I did like watching the Oilers play. They were very, very, very good. Hopefully we wouldn't lose you over that. No, Casey, don't leave. Bigger McCracken says, but they had to play against good teams. Well, yeah, everybody had to play against good teams. Oh, yeah. Then he says, okay, good night. Good night, Big Earn. Casey says, I forgive you. Aw, thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, you guys, I'm going to get out of here. I feel like I got a good game plan. I think we talked about it. We got it all planned out. I'm going to bust out a bunch of prints for the Merc covers and whatnot. And whilst I do that, I'm going to get the 2 banners ready to go for the con season. I'm super excited about it. And I'm going to knock out as many of these commissions as I possibly can. And here comes Mitchell with a block of texts. Oilers sold tickets even when they sucked. It's football in Texas. We wanted a new stadium. The city didn't want to pay, so he took his toys and left like a biatch. It's football in Texas. He wanted a new stadium, and the city didn't want to pay. Well, I'll put it this way, Mitchell. Because Casey's awesome. I'm going to how do I put this? I'm going to let that one pass. Oh no, you can't encourage him to give me business, Casey, and then be like, "Oh, I'm gonna leave if you keep clapping back at him." She's like, "Don't you talk about my Oilers?" And then Mitchell's like, "Yeah, screw you guys." And I'm like, "Wait." And then she's like, "Don't do it." And then she's like, "Go, Mitchell." And I'm like, "What's happening here?" Oh crap. Oh, I'll say this. The best thing about the Oilers was A, they had a sweet logo. I love the Oiler logo. And B, Warren Moon. There you go. Jamie says, night night, everyone. Good night, Jamie. Thanks for coming and hanging out. We're gonna do this again next week. Yeah. Go Bills. Oh, Jamie, no. Bills Mafia. Oh no. Oh no. She went there. Oh no. Bills have a really good team. Bills have a really good team, Jamie. Whole Mylanta. Diggs, Allen. Just start off with those two. Houston and the Oilers is a sore subject still. It sounds like. It sounds like. Yep, Jamie's old man is from Buffalo. Oh, very cool. Very, very, very cool. Yeah, no, I've got buddies of mine who I've known since college who are Bills fans. They've got a loyalty that's just, yeah, it's intense. I would say it's unlike anything else, but honestly, it's a lot like the Chiefs fans that I've known. Like, even when we're terrible, you will not get a most of the Chiefs fans that I knew, I knew and know, you won't get us to stop being Chiefs fans just because we're having a bad year or 2 or 3 or 10, 20. It doesn't matter. We're Chiefs fans for life. And most of the Bills fans that I've ever known, they're very much the same way. And I respect the hell out of that. I really do. No fair weather fans, that I know. I'm sure there are some, but I don't know any when it comes to the Bills. Bills have had, and I've known guys who've liked them since the Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas days. So yeah. Bills fans are legit. They're diehard fans. Chiefs, Bills, and Cleveland and Detroit have some of the most just diehard fans. If you are a fan of those teams up until the last like 5 years now, if you are a fan of those teams, you are a glutton for punishment. You just like getting punched in the face every year. And if you keep coming back, I don't know, head trauma. Maybe that's the explanation. Head trauma is what it is. But yeah, no. Bill's team is a force right now. Seriously good team. Well, I'm gonna get out of here. Won't talk about the fact that the Chiefs are playing the Houston Texans this week. Because that'll for sure irritate some people. Meanwhile, the Cowboys have the most delusional and obnoxious fans. I only know one Dallas Cowboys fan, and that's an uncle of mine, and he's actually pretty chill about it. James Dunn says, "Night, Jeffu. Good night, James. Good night, everybody. Seriously, I love you guys. I hate when I miss a Wednesday or a Saturday stream. Speaking of which, crap, I almost forgot. Saturday, this Saturday, in a couple of days, Saturday, we have a previous engagement, and we will not be there Saturday. We will, however, thanks to Misty being awesome and being able to finagle her schedule, we will be having our stream this week. It's going to be right after Steve's on Friday. So Steve, for Central Time, his is from 6 to 8 Central. We're going to start at 8 o'clock Central Time Friday, 2 days from now, because our previous engagement that we are going to go do on Saturday, we just won't be back. We won't be back. It's several hours away. We won't be back in time to start the stream. Mitchell says, oh, wait, no. Somebody else says, Casey says, hate the Cowboys. It's a requirement when you're from Houston. Fair enough. I mean, There was something similar to that with St. Louis and Kansas City when you're from Missouri, but honestly, I never really felt that way. Like the Rams were cool. I mean, they both of us kind of were terrible. It was hard to hate on a team that wasn't very good, and then you watch your team get to the first round of the playoffs and lose every time. So yeah, but I can totally understand. I wonder how that would be with Cleveland and Cincinnati. I wonder how Ohio would feel. Would there be that split, or would it be more like for the longest time we all like Missouri for the longest time both teams were kind of bad. I don't know, but Dallas, I could see that. I could see that. Yeah. Um. Mitchell says it's also a requirement if you have more than 2 brain cells. Ooh. All right, so it's just common sense. All right. I feel you. I got you. Okay. But yeah, so Friday, I'll probably do an announcement about the stream tomorrow just to make sure that everybody knows. But if you guys could share this out, if you guys could make a post, if you guys could share, let everybody know. Saturday is not going to happen. It's going to be Friday. We're going to give you guys sort of an impromptu Lidocaines Edweirdos double hitter. We'll go straight after Steve's done. So yeah. Oh wow. No, those punched in the face are Browns fans. Oh, I didn't read that. Who is that? No, those punched in the face. Who said that? Oh, that was Casey. Oh wow. Those punched in the face are Browns fans. Oh, okay. All right. Damn. I did not, as sweet as you were at the con, I didn't anticipate you punching people in the face, Casey. I'm learning a new side of Casey. She's not Casey Shoemaker. She's Casey Bruisemaker. Good Lord. I love it. Casey says Columbus fans are Browns fans. Are Browns, Bengals, and Steelers fans. See, that's what I was saying. Like, interesting. I wonder. Yeah. Okay. I can see that. Yeah. Mitchell says, if you want, I'll make a post on the page about Friday. That would be awesome, bud. I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. All right, I got to get out of here. I'm 10 minutes late to getting up there and getting a bottle ready for the boy in case he wakes up. Let's hope he doesn't. Please just go to sleep. Enjoy a good night's sleep. He's been sleeping better, so knock on wood that he stays on it. All right, we're gonna get out of here. We thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. I'm sorry we didn't get into games, but I had a couple weeks of catching up and letting you guys know what the updates are. I'm glad we did it. I'm glad we talked about it. I'm glad you guys know. He says, "Piss off, Ghost." Oh, I don't know who the Ghost is, but that's all right. I'm out of here. Thank you guys so much. We're going to be back next week at the same Grogu time, the same Grogu channel. You guys remember, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we will see you Saturday. Nope, Friday. We'll see you Friday and then Wednesday. Friday, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, and then Wednesday, 8:30 Central Standard Time. Casey says night. Good night, Casey. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Hopefully you had a good time. I love Houston Oilers. They're more and moon. Dude had a cannon on him. All right, I'm out of here. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you Friday. Bye. Click.